Hello everyone and happy holidays. My name is Angela Andrew and I'm a product evangelist for Mylio, and today we're going to be talking about picture perfect presents. For the next 2 weeks we're going to go through several photo gifts that you can make using Mylio Photos and Printique, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're looking for a very personal gift to give somebody using some of your photos, this series is meant for you. So we're going to have a lot of fun and go into some great ideas. So let's go ahead, and before we get into topics today, I do want to let you know we have lots of great events for you coming up over the next few weeks. Lori Rubin, who's here helping us out in the chat, she's doing daily live sessions twice a day. She's got sessions in the morning that are targeted on specific topics. So we have importing and organizing, setting up new devices, sharing and printing, and search, find, and filter. She also does Ready, Set, Go, which is specifically tailored to new users. You can find that at mylio.com/readysetgo. And those sessions cover a different topic every day, and they're the building blocks you need to get started with Mylio Photos. On every Tuesday and Thursday, I host a live Q&A at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. And on Fridays, we do what's called a coffee break, which is a short tutorial followed by open Q&A. And we'll be talking this Friday more about the Printique integration, which is what we're talking about today with this Picture Perfect Presents. Also, another great gift idea if you're looking for something to give that photo lover in your life, you may want to consider sharing the gift of Mylio. If you're interested in giving a gift card to a family member or a loved one, go to mylio.com/holidaygifts. Some great offers there. And with those offers, you actually get a couple of months for yourself in addition to the gift card for your friend or family. So it's a great offer. I did see that we had a question also in the chat about other offers. If you go to the website and you take a look, at the top of the page, there's a banner that you can click on to see what the current offers are. We do have some great holiday offers that are carrying over here for Black Friday and Cyber Monday and going into the holidays for new users. I believe there's one that you can do 3 months for like $12.99. So you can get your first 3 months for a very low price, and then it goes to the regular price. And then there are also longer term ones. So hopefully you can find a selection that meets your needs, Donna. If you have any other questions, go ahead and put those into the chat and we'll do our best to answer those at the end. For now, let's go ahead and jump into the presentation for today. This week, we're going to be talking about different gifts you can make for all your friends and family. We're going to start out easy today and talk about holiday cards. And this is a great opportunity to take some of your favorite pictures of your family, or maybe some of your adventures you've had over the past year, put them on a holiday card that you can send out. And these will get mailed to you. You can then go ahead and ship them out to your friends and family. And it's just a great way to stay connected with those that you love. So what we're going to talk about today is how to select your photos, how to prep them for printing. We'll upload them to Printique, and then we're going to go ahead and create a holiday card. So we're going to walk through this process together. If you have any questions as we go along, go ahead and pop those into the chat. Lori, since I don't have it on the screen in front of me, if you wouldn't mind letting me know if any questions that are pertinent to what I'm talking about pop up, I can go ahead and answer those on the fly. All right, so let's go ahead and start by selecting your photos. I like to do this using quick filters, and today in this example, what I'm going to do is show you how I'm going to create a custom card that has a picture of me and my husband on it. So we want to send out a family card. I'm going to just do a picture of us, make it nice and simple. And the way I'm going to do this is using quick filters. I'm going to go ahead and go into my library, and we're going to sort things by date and find everything from the year 2024. So I find something that's current. And then I'm going to do a custom search that includes pictures of just the two of us. So if you're looking at my screen right now, you can see this. I can put in the name. So it's name and people count 2. If you have people in your name and your family who have the same names, you might want to put first name and last name in there. I have, it's easy for me. I can just put Angela and Les, or you can put, if you wanted to say, if I wanted to include pictures of the 4 of us with my cats, I could say Angela and Les and McAllen and Glenn Levitt, people count 4. And that would go ahead and bring in images that had just the 4 of us. So you can kind of customize that to your needs, but this is the custom one we're going to use. So let me jump over to Mylio, and we're going to go ahead and find some pictures. So I'm going to start off here by opening up the sidebar, and we're going to go to first by date and by year into 2020s. And I want to find pictures from just 2024. Now, if you want to go back further, or you want to find something from maybe Christmas of last year, that's great. You can go ahead and do that too. But let's just go ahead and find 2024. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and close up that section. I've got my 2024 up here at the top. I'm going to go down here by custom, and I've already put this particular search in here, so I can just go ahead and pin it. But otherwise, here in this field, I would type in Angela and Les, people count 2. Let's go ahead and just pin that really quick. And you can see I've got a couple of pictures of just me and my husband. This was out on a hike just a couple of months ago. It was a beautiful fall day. So these are the pictures, or this picture is the one that I want to use for my holiday card. Now I'm going to jump over to a different area of my library here really quick, because I also, planning ahead for this session, did create an album with the picture I wanted to use. And you'll see that I have it in here twice. And that's where we're going to get back here to talking about prepping your photos. So one of the things you'll want to check for is the image size. This particular image that was sent to me, let's go ahead and jump back over here, and I'm going to open up my info panel. Here's the original image. You can see it was only 1530 by 1020 pixels. That's pretty small. So a lot of times the pictures that are of you, that have you in them, were probably sent to you by somebody else. And if they don't know how to use their devices in order to send high quality images, they might have sent you something that was particularly low res. So when I pulled this one out of a text message from my mom, it wasn't that high a quality. So I'm not sure exactly how she sent it, or if maybe Apple Messages downsized it, but it's a pretty small file. It's a little bit small for printing. It probably would be okay since it's going to be pretty small on a holiday card, but I think to make it a little higher quality would be a good thing. I use a third-party tool called Topaz Photo AI, and this allows me to upscale the images and give me a better quality file. So that's why I have 2 versions of this. I already went through that process, and we can go back and talk about some of the different tools you can use for this, but Topaz Photo AI works really well for this purpose. So let me go ahead and take a look at this here. And if I zoom in, this is the original one. You can see it's not that great of a quality of file. If I zoom in really close, it's pretty pixelated, really grainy, low quality. So what I did was I upscaled it. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my grid view and jump into this better one here. And if we zoom in on this one, it's still a cell phone file, and upscaling isn't perfect, but that's a much better looking file, and it's going to print better on our holiday card. So I did a little bit of work on this one. It's still the same picture. It's not all that different, but you can see that there's definitely a quality difference between these 2 images. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and work with, and we're going to send this to Printique. So the other thing that you might want to consider as you're prepping your things for printing, does the image need to be cropped? Does it need any color adjustments? You can do a lot of this stuff in Mylio. I know Lori talks a bit in Ready, Set, Go about editing. So if you're new to editing and you want to see what some of the tools in Mylio are available for editing, make sure you join one of her sessions. Maybe she can put the link directly to that session into the chat. That would be awesome. We also have a lot of other coffee breaks and other tutorials about photo editing. So just make sure your pictures are in the best shape that they can be and are ready to be printed. All right, so uploading to Printique. This is where things get fun. And if you didn't already, last week we released a very small update, and it has the integration for you to upload directly to Printique. Printique is a print lab. They're associated with Adorama Camera, which is a big camera store, kind of, they're up there with B&H. It's another big camera store, and they have their own print lab. They make beautiful, beautiful things. All sorts of different products available. And so we now have a direct integration where you can send pictures directly from Mylio Photos to Printique. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and jump back over to Mylio. And let me make sure I've got my larger one selected here. So you can see I upsized this to over 3,000 pixels. So I think that's going to be good enough for our holiday card. Let's go ahead and select that. And then over here on the right in our share, I'm going to go ahead and click on that. We're going to choose Post. And we now have a new option here for Printique. You'll go ahead and click on that. If this is your first time using this service, you're going to get a pop-up that asks you to either log in or create an account. If you already have an account with them, go ahead and log in. If you are new to Printique, go ahead and create an account. Once that's completed and you've logged in and you've authorized Mylio Photos to connect, this is the screen you're going to see. And you can also upload multiple images at once. It doesn't have to be one at a time. That just is what we're doing right now. It'll pull in your title or file name. You have the option here to choose a gallery. If I click on that, it lets you choose a gallery that you have already set up on Printique's website, or you can create a new one. I'm just gonna go with the default here. We create an automatic Mylio Photos one for you if you don't choose anything, and then confirm that this is your own content. You have the right to publish it. And the other little caveat here is that Printique stuff can only be shipped to the USA and Canada. So keep that in mind as you're going through and ordering these gifts. So once you have that all set, go ahead and click post, and that's gonna send that picture as a full quality JPEG, which is perfect for printing, directly to Printique. So what do you do now? Well, you're gonna launch the Printique website, and you're gonna go ahead and create your card. So you're gonna go to Printique.com, again, log in with your information. I'm gonna go ahead and jump over here to my browser. I'm already logged in, I can see my name up here. And what I'd like to do today is create a holiday card. So I'm gonna go up here along the top. This shows you their different products that they have. I'm gonna go to cards. Under holiday, I'm gonna choose Christmas, but you can choose whatever occasion is best suited for you and your family. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose Christmas, and this gives me a bunch of different options. So thinking back to the picture that I uploaded, let's just jump back to Mylio. It's definitely kind of woodsy, so I'm thinking something that has, nice, rich Christmas green in it is what I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and scroll down, and we can take a look at some of the options that Printique has available. And they've got some really beautiful layouts that you can then customize to fit whatever it is you're looking for. So I found one earlier that I really liked, and it's just nice and simple. I like this Merry Christmas, Christmas pine. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that, and that's gonna go ahead and give me a few additional options to choose from. So we'll go ahead and let that load. Give it a second. And it pulls you right into their designer. So you can go ahead and choose what type of paper you want. If you click on these different options, it should go ahead and update if there's any kind of price difference. I think the linen paper would probably be pretty nice. So this is gonna have a little bit of a texture to it. You can decide if you wanna add color correction. If this is something that's coming straight off of your camera roll, that might be a good idea. If you've taken the time to edit this and you've spent some time, you might wanna go ahead and consider leaving that off. Once you've chosen the format, we can go ahead and say upload photos. And from here, you don't have to go to upload. You're just gonna go ahead and choose Printique Galleries. And that's gonna take you right to that Mylio Photos folder. And you can choose the picture you just uploaded. So there it is, it's already there. It's super fast. Now, if you're uploading a bunch of images, let's say you're uploading 20, 30, 50 images, it can take a little while, but I'm gonna go ahead and click on that image and say build my card. And that's gonna go ahead and pull us into the builder. Here's my picture here. I can just drag and drop that right onto that frame. And then I can go ahead and click on this, and I can even, zoom in. I can reposition this a little bit. There's the zoom. Let's go ahead and pull that in a little bit more. Let's see here. I think, yeah, that's pretty good. And there's my holiday card. I can go down here to the text, and let's just say I want this, instead of this to say the Pattersons, because I am not a Patterson. I'm going to call this, oops, I'm going to make this all caps. Change that here. The Andrew family. There we go. And there's my card. Now, right now I'm looking at the front. I can switch to the back. I can add a little bit more text back here. I can customize this further. I believe you could even drag another picture here onto the back if you wanted to. I kind of like that little graphic. It just keeps it nice and simple. So there's my front, the back. I can go up here to the print preview and take a look at that. They encourage you to make sure that your name is spelled correctly, that your pictures that you want are on there. And then once you're ready, you can go ahead and say add to cart and process that order. Order as many of these as you need. So this is coming with a pack of 12. You can go ahead and get more if you need to. And then once that's done, those will get printed up and sent out to you, and then you can get those sent out or handed out to your friends and family. It's a really great way to let your friends and family know that you are thinking about them and that you appreciate them this holiday. So that's just a really quick and easy thing to get started with this Printique integration. Like I said, it's a lot of fun, and I think you guys are gonna really enjoy it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I wanna go ahead and open up the floor here for any questions. And I also promised a little giveaway for these sessions. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the chat, see if there's anything I missed. Lisa's asking for Topaz AI. Do I use Photo AI or Gigapixel? Both are spectacular programs. For most people, I would say Photo AI is going to be the way to go. The reason I say that is because it's kind of a few different applications or solutions in one. It's definitely a more consumer-oriented program. It's a little easier to use and navigate, and it does a really great job of upscaling things, sharpening, removing noise, even does some basic color corrections in there if you choose to do that. Has good facial recognition, and that it locates faces and does some really nice enhancements to faces as far as making sure features are recognizable and things like that. So really great overall AI tool. The difference between that and Gigapixel is primarily for upscaling. And I would say it's a really heavy duty program. If you are a power user and you need a real pro level tool, you might want to consider Gigapixel. For your particular use case, you might want to download the trial version of both of them and throw an image at both of them and see how they perform. I did actually a side-by-side comparison in my own library this last weekend. And while I thought that Gigapixel did a slightly better job, where the one with so Photo AIs looked really good, but it did have a little bit of artifacting where it did over sharpen a few areas. It wasn't very noticeable, and for most people, I think is going to be perfectly acceptable. But if you are a real stickler for those absolute details and you need it to be perfect, Gigapixel might be a good option. But Gigapixel, like I said, is really just for upscaling, whereas Photo AI is kind of an all-in-one tool. So try them both, see which one fits you better. I think for most people, Photo AI is going to do 95% or more of what they need. All right. So for old scan photos, it's brilliant. For anybody who's working with old scan photos, definitely check out Photo AI. And Gigapixel, if you want to add that in there too. The other thing to know about Gigapixel is if you're processing a big image and you use a lot of the different AI tools that are in Gigapixel, it can be very resource intensive. So you need a pretty powerful computer to use it. They've also recently introduced this idea of cloud credits to where you can pay a little extra and have it processed in their cloud. And that takes some of the need off of your computer. So if you have an older computer using the cloud option, but it costs more. So some things to keep in mind. I think Photo AI, like I said, is for most people probably the best option. All right, let's take a look here. Lori, were there any other questions that I missed?
I think you got them all.
Excellent. All right, so it looks like we've got 10 guests with us today. Have you had a chance to pull up the random generator?
I will do that right now.
Excellent. All right, so the giveaway that we're doing for each one of these sessions for the next, 10 business days, so Monday through Friday this week and next, we're going to pick one lucky attendee to get a free photo book from Printique. So what we'll need from you, if you're the winner, to let us know your email address, and we will go ahead and get a code sent to you after this session, but we'll go ahead and announce that today and who wins. If you come to multiple of these sessions and you are lucky enough to win one of these photo books, we do ask that if you've already won one, maybe to let somebody else win again if you're chosen a second time. But for anybody who's attending multiple of these sessions, I do appreciate you being here, and I wish you all luck. So any update, Lori?
Yes, well, we got number 2. So
Number
that would
2.
be CC Smith's.
Awesome. Oh, maybe your list is different than mine. I see Al right below. So Al, Kathy, and then CC Smith. So I'm thinking Kathy.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's Kathy. Oh,
It's Kathy.
I messed up. Sorry.
Sorry,
Kathy, I'm so sorry.
All right, Kathy, you are our lucky
this.
winner today. If you would go ahead and put your, CC, we kind of screwed up there. So, go ahead and send us your email as well. We'll go ahead and hook you both up today. Can't do that every day, but I can take care of you both today. So if you guys would be so kind as to send us a direct message here in the chat with your email address, we'll go ahead and get that generated for you, and you'll get all that information by email. All right. Are there any other questions before we wrap up today? All right. Let's see. Vicky's asking, where do I find Photo AI? So I would go to, you can, go to topazlabs.com. Let me actually grab a link for you here. And
It's up there. Yep.
just pull this up. So topazlabs.com. They've also got some great Black Friday and Cyber Monday options out there right now. And also, if you use my coupon code, you'll get an extra discount, I believe. So you can go ahead and put Andrew in at checkout if you decide that you want to check that out. And that'll give you a little extra discount as well. So that's there for you. And let's see here. Cece and Kathy, make sure you give us those email addresses. I don't see those in the chat yet but maybe you sent them directly to Lori. All right. Did you get anything, Lori?
I do have Kathy's.
You have Kathy's. Okay, so we're still waiting for Cece.
Oh, wait. No, I got CC as well. I got
Perfect. All right.
I'll get back to you guys.
We will be in touch. All right, so if there are no other questions for today, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Like I mentioned earlier, we've got a ton of great events happening. Make sure you check out Lori's sessions at 9:30 a.m. Pacific and at 3 p.m. And then we've got live Q&A Tuesday, Thursday, coffee break on Friday. We'll have another picture perfect present tomorrow. We'll be talking about making wall art, which is also a lot of fun. I think that makes a fantastic gift, especially if whether you're talking about pictures of people or maybe you take some beautiful pictures that you want to share and have hanging on the wall. We'll show you how to do it. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Wish you guys a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see you at the next one. Thanks, everyone. Bye.